One. Good morning.
Wow, that was a good morning.
I love this. I feel like pebbles.
Oh, you're adorable. I love you. Well, that's all right. I just got on. I'm like, right, my blow dryer broke. My curly. I'm like beach hair. It's humid. I'm like, I was giving you the whole story, the whole song and dance.
All of our stories.
All those stories. I'm trying to find you. Hold on. I want to get to your page so I can actually share this with my people.
Yeah, Lisa's trying to share her people. And
Lisa had another 4-hour night of sleep, and it's all good, and it's amazing, and I'm here, and okay. Oh, what did I just do? Raw and Real with yeah, baby.
Yeah. I want to welcome everybody back to Raw and Real. Hey, good morning, Michael Castos. I see you. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it's Friday here in sunny San Diego. Lisa's in Lakeside, but we're kind of like in San Diego.
We're close enough.
We had so much fun doing this last week Friday that we're going to do this every Friday and see what we can create with this because it's so much fun.
So I know, right? Oh my God. It is so much fun. So yeah, this is a little rushed this morning. Sorry. I love impromptu. It's awesome.
Me too.
Woohoo. I know. You're so cute. I love you.
We're flying. We're just winging it.
Yeah. So you know what I wanted to start out with, because okay, do you have your coffee? Thank you. Because we can't do this without our coffee, right? We're having coffee here. Okay. Listen to me. I sound like Barry White. Love you, baby. Love you, baby.
Except we can't both drink coffee at the same time. So.
Oh, yes, we can. We do anything we want to. Okay. So what was on my mind this morning was what's happening in my life. And I know that you, Jill, you totally will track with this because your life at points feels like, well, some people would consider it to, be like chaos, but it's not really. There's just a lot going on, right? And we both have kind of different things with ALA and all the stuff, all your projects and all that. But I got up this morning because somebody made a comment on my Facebook page yesterday. I was up in LA and I visited with my friend Debbie Silber, and then I went to see my friend Jimmy, and somebody said, boy, you're very busy. You're a very busy girl. And I thought about it. And it's funny because there was a point in my life when I was like depressed and, I didn't want to see anybody and life wasn't happening. And I was sitting around and I was like, but I was kind of lonely. You know what I mean? And so what I realized today was, like I told you, I got no sleep again. Like we don't sleep, right? We don't sleep. We can sleep when we're dead. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, damn you then. That's not fair. I don't sleep. I have this excess abundance of energy. I go to bed at like 2 in the morning and spirit gets me up at 4 or 5 and I'm like, okay, I'm up.
I honestly, I've become one of these people who goes to bed at like 9:30 and I'm out. Yes, I'm up most of the time at 4 a.m., but I love sleep. I'm going to be honest. I love sleep.
No, what's probably
my body and get sleep.
But it's weird. I go through periods too, because I think your body, like you sleep when you need to sleep. But my whole point was this: I noticed from my old patterns, and I don't know what your experience was, but from my old patterns, like I said, I used to nothing was happening for me, and I was an introvert, and the less I did, the less I did. And so what I realized this morning is I've got a dinner tonight where I'm doing a musical collaboration with some people. We're doing a song together. I'm recording it. Last night I was in LA, yesterday I was in LA, Saturday I'm meeting with somebody, Sunday I'm meeting somebody, I'm leaving for San Antonio next week to work with Allison Bird and another coach. You and I are, I'm sure going to get together soon. But it's I started thinking about it and my webinar is coming up. There's a lot happening in my business. But I started thinking about it and I thought, oh my God, life is happening. There's this force that wants to freaking come through you. So if you're sitting around and you're depressed and you don't go out and do anything, there's this force, whether you're sitting still, right, or not, that wants to flow through you. And if you let it, the momentum of it is an amazing thing. It's that wave. It's like the more I do, the more I get done, the more joy I have, the more. So has that been your experience also?
Yeah. It's so funny that you brought this up because, yes,
no, it's not.
I've been having this conversation multiple times this week about literally so busy. I can't make, and I often hear this, from the students that I coach. I can't make enough time. I have no time. I have no time. Well, time is literally a concept. Time doesn't truly exist.
Yes.
It's all what we make of it, what we choose to make of it. And it's so interesting because you think about how many ways do you waste time?
Oh my God.
In your day. How many times is this you?
I'm still guilty. I'm still working on it.
We're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and this. This is the queen of loving to play in Snapchat. And so we do this and we don't realize how much energy, and it's not so much time, how much energy that's pulling away from us, and energy that we can be putting into forwarding ourselves in our lives. And what can we create with that energy that we are wasting in? And please don't turn off the broadcast. That's not what I want you to do, but I want you to do what we're talking about. Yeah. This is the energy that you can be putting into what are you creating in your day. And I'm not saying don't go on social media. Yeah, but have a focused time. Once in the morning, once at night, boom, done, that you're on social media. And the rest, literally what I tell people, I'm like, if you want me to look at something, tag me in it. Tag me in it. Then you know I'll look at it, because I really am trying to get rid of scrolling.
I mean, who has time? I mean, we're doing other stuff. So yeah, I get that. No, that's beautiful. And I talked with Debbie yesterday. I don't know if you saw our conversation, but because I use her as an example a lot, because she has, 4 kids, a husband, like 6 animals, travels, TEDx talks, she's going for her PhD in transpersonal psychology. And we had a conversation yesterday because people were like, there are a lot of people that you and I talk to, right, that they have a job. Oh my God, I don't have time to coach. Oh my God, I don't. I'm like, what? So Debbie even said yesterday, now we do talk about making time, right? And I love to use the chunking out your day thing, but Debbie also said something that was really profound, because you got to be true to who you are. Now, Jill, you and I are a bit different. I think you're more structured than I am. And I'm a flowy Pisces, and I'd rather dream through my day. But, and I'm still working on that. But Debbie was saying, you have to be true to who you are, number one. So when you talk about chunking out your days, you get to do whatever will help you. But she said, in reality, we talk about balance, right? And she said, there's really no balance. Like yesterday, she said, before I met you, I was up in the room and I was doing some stuff on my, oh, you're going to close your blinds?
No, I was just turning the fan off because.
I think that's what happened last week. Remember, we sounded like we were in a wind tunnel, and I think it was my little fan. So it was off. Yeah, and now it's really hot. Cool.
If you're watching, does it sound like we're in a windstorm, or is it really good reception? So, Michael Kessels, I know you're really good for this, so let us know. What it was like, because last week it did sound like we were out in the middle of a windstorm.
I think it was my fan. So there's no fan today. So we're just going to sweat through this one. We'll be schwitzing, as they say. So you're glowing, right? So anyway, I loved what Debbie said. She said there really is no balance. She said when you prioritize what you have to do for the day, or you have to get done for the week, or whatever it is, right? And then you make the time, but you also take care of yourselves. A lot of times, you and I know. We were talking about sitting behind a computer for 12 to 16 hours a day. Oh my God, that's so heavy. So we get to have self-honoring time too, where we go out and do stuff. And that's what I'm trying to incorporate into my day. What's your experience with that as I sip my coffee?
This again, I feel like everything you're bringing up are the conversations that I've been having.
Well, of course. I mean, spirit-led. I know it.
Yeah, because, and I just had this conversation with my friend Lori Taylor, who's in PhD with me. She's in SD8 with me. And I said, one of the things that I focus on, I'm love giving. I
know you do.
Give and give and give and give. And I love coaching, and I love being part of Ascension Leadership Academy and everything I get to do with all of this. And I give. It feels so amazing. Love it. It's how I fill up my love tank.
Yeah.
However, I also get to honor myself in the fact that I've been here 2.5 years, and I have barely explored San Diego. I've barely explored anything or ventured out. And I remember before I started really the heavy transformational work with ALA, I had a group of friends. Literally, this is what people don't know about me. I love the country line dance. I'm like one of those.
Do you really? I used to do that when I lived in Texas.
I love my cowboy boots.
We should go do that. I got cowboy. You want to go do that some night? I got cowboy boots too.
I totally want to. I love my cowboy. I love to dance. There is nothing sexier than a man who can lead you around the dance floor in the two-step. Nothing sexy.
I know. My God, I haven't done that for years. We should do that. That would be so fun.
But those friends that I associated with then, I haven't associated with in a year because I've been deep in transformational work, doing this and changing people's lives. And yes, I'm filled up, but I also get to honor me and have some fun and get back to my girlish
straight.
Yes.
You're a straight woman.
Fun side. And I think sometimes people think I'm so serious. They think,
Michael, giddy up, girl. I love that.
I love sporting a cowboy hat. Trust me. I'm a damn.
We're there. We are. Hey, Mary, what's up, girl? Good to see you, Mary B.
Yeah, I love this. All you people that are chiming in this morning. We get to have fun. We get to have some fun. And this is why sometimes I come off being very serious, because I am serious. I'm totally serious about people elevating their lives.
You are.
But what gets lost in that is this, there's so many things that people don't know about me. You see this side of me, this professional put together side of me.
Oh, I've seen the other side.
You haven't.
Everybody, she has another side.
There's a whole other side to me. Like, so many people don't realize that I'm a total biker chick. I love on jeans and boots and getting on my Harley. Yes, I ride a Harley and getting out there and doing that. It's fun for me. But I also love my Jimmy Buffett beach cruiser, and I love to go for bike rides along the beach and things like that. So there's so many things, so many facets to me that I, have not exactly always come out, and I get to bring those out because it's what makes me who I am. And Lisa, you've got so many facets. I love to listen to you sing. And
thanks. I mean, painting, singing. That's what I mean. That's the whole point again. It's that life force, which is really my life force was pretty flat for a while, and we talked about that. And then something happened, it shifted, and now it's like it's just pouring through me and all these opportunities, and I'm getting asked to parties, and I'm like, okay, I'm there. Because we need human connection. But I love that. And even yesterday, a lot of people probably think, oh, she's such a nice girl. And, she listens to her meditative music. And are you effing kidding me? Yeah, I do. But like yesterday, right, I'm going up to LA. It used to be Pat Metheny, and I love him. I've loved him for years. But Joe Bonamassa, I'm just like, we're like soul buds. Blues, like the rock. And I blasted that baby. And I'm just like, and it raises my vibration. And I'm thinking, if people knew, because I used to, love classic rock too. But if people knew, some people would be like, what? Why aren't you listening to because I have a freaking fire in me, like you do, Jill. We are the fire chicks.
It's not red for no reason.
Thank you. And I was born a redhead. Thank you very much. And I went into a towhead. So anyway, it's funny because, this is the authenticity piece, though, that I love. So many people are, I don't know why, embarrassed about who they are, what they love to do. I'm so tired, Jill, of people not showing up, even on Facebook. Like, my thing. It's like, there's no privacy, so who gives a shit? Just show up. But, be who you are, because we want to know you. And if you're hiding something, they're not going to get to know you. And all those things that you want to bring forward are amazing. They're unique. They're brilliant. Every single piece. I can't wait to see you as the biker chick. I wore your biker, remember the jacket that one day? Oh my God, it was amazing. But I still want to go on a
without giving any details. It was so funny. You have an occasion for people to dress in a certain way, and literally all the leather in my closet was on all of my friends.
You broke.
It was crazy funny, and they're like, "Real?
That's Jill? That Jill?" I know. We're the whips and chains, baby. I know we were. Lisa, you can go. It's so funny. But I told you, my friend Sam didn't get around to doing it. He rides a motorcycle too. So now I'm going to depend on you. My commitment is to do things that have kind of scared me. Now I don't feel like I want to go bungee jump or jump out of a plane at this point, right?
No.
But I want to ride a motorcycle. I want to freaking ride, and I don't care if I have helmet hair, right? So I know somebody who has a Harley, and
And rather sexy, Harley, I must say myself.
Girls on a sexy, damn. And then we're going to go with our sexy cowboy hats and boots, and we're going to go line dance. Get our sexy goddess on, girlfriend. I cannot forget. I love it. I can't wait to explore more of your other side, because you and I have been doing the transformational work together, and we've spent some time together as friends, but more in the transformational process. So I get to still get to know you better.
Well, and here, here's the thing with that, and I'm going to speak into this because this has been something that has been heavy for me. But I've gotten to know so many amazing people through this process. Just beautiful, amazing people. Yeah. And some of them, when I was going through the process, we weren't able to be social, just because of the way the process is set up. And I've been social with some of them, and Anya Bolovik, who's a brilliant photographer, brand. Yeah. She is such a good friend of mine. I love her. Mm-hmm. But there's so many other people that I've gotten to know through this process who I have not taken the time to spend time with. Some of it, I'll say this, and here, this is my owning this, is number one, because I look at them in such a way and hold them high in such a way where I'm not holding myself equal on them, but, in this other space, and saying, well, am I really worthy of being in their presence? Am I really worthy? And it's like, yeah, I am, absolutely 100%, and I get to spend this time with them. I get to do this and spend time. So literally, I got an invitation this weekend, and I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I'm going. I'm so down, so down to do this, because my conversations, my worthiness conversations that I've carried from so far back, and this is what I get to let go of, is, I am worthy, and I do get to surround myself with people who are up to big things in this world and doing amazing things, and I am more than deserving of being in that space with those people, because I'm right there with them, and as are you, Lisa, same thing, and everybody who's watching this, you are worthy of people that lift you up, raise you up, are there for you, there to support you, and want nothing but the best for you. 100%. And this is what both Lisa and I coach. This is what we both coach, is stepping into your worthiness. And so excited.
What I really love about that. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Can you hear me? I've got a weird echo. Okay. What I really love about that is when you raise your vibrations higher. For some reason, can you hear me? Okay.
Right.
Okay. When you raise your vibrations higher, hell yes. Michael keeps popping in with comments that are coming after what we say is. Okay. What I love about it is that what people need to know is, number one, and I'm learning this too, just like you are, there's no one higher. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, how much fame and fortune you have. Nobody's higher than anybody else. There are people that have different experiences, and have been doing it longer or whatever. But also, as you raise your vibrations higher and you do this work and you peel away the layers, you absolutely start attracting these people who are high-level people who are doing huge things in the world. And so the cool thing is, that's just an indicator of where you are and where you're going, so you get to be in that group of people, which is really beautiful. And oh my God, Jill, come on. Let's both get over the self-worth issues, because what? I mean, we are blessed and grateful, and we're in these, we're amongst people that are really making a huge impact in the world, and we're part of that.
I agree. I fully agree. And this is one thing, this is why I'm creating a workshop on worthiness. I can't wait to do this. I cannot wait. So excited. And I'm putting out into the universe right here, right now, that the space that I want to get is going to come through, and I'm going to have it. I get to do this, and
piece of cake.
Be overflowing with people, because everybody wants to be in there.
Well, because everybody wants to feel better about themselves. People are so tired of self-degradation and beating ourselves up, and they wonder why their bodies hurt. And I always tell people, my clients, right? It's like, oh, I wonder why my arm hurts. Well, that's because every time you say you hate yourself, inside, you're criticizing, you're judging, you're literally punching yourself, and you're hurting your body, and your body's showing that. So enough of that, right?
Well, and it's so funny. Here's the other thing that it's just talking about this, and we source people into our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
That are there for a purpose.
Yes.
So they're there to support us. They're there to teach us a lesson.
Yes.
Nothing happens to us. Everything happens for us.
Amen, sister. Exactly. Always.
So when you start shifting the way that you perceive the people that are coming into your life and realize that you sourced this, you sourced this into your life because you have something to take away from this. Oh, it's so beautiful because you suddenly become this thing of, okay, what do I get to learn? What do I get to learn? What do I get to take away from this? And it's not this the heaviness goes away.
It's so freeing. It's so incredibly freeing. My daughter's trying to call me. She has perfect timing, right? Call me later, Sarah, if you're on here. I'm in the middle. Yeah, I love that. We do call people in, and it number one, it uncreates the drama, right? Gabrielle, I can't wait to see you in leather. Oh my God, you got people like going on this leather thing, baby. Let me tell you, we're gonna have to do a Facebook Live from your Harley, both of us. Like, and I'll have to borrow your leather because I lost some of my leather in the fire, and I haven't any. So, my God, it's so funny. What was I saying? Oh, but the thing is too, is what really helps is that when people come into your life, right? Even like with women, men, or, I've had all these weird experiences with karmic relationships and things coming in briefly. It's like we have these expectations and attachments. When people show up, we have an idea of what we think they're there for or where we think it's going to go. And a lot of times it's not at all what we think, right? And so to go into that, like you said, I love that. I'm feeling your energy right now. And it's really, really beautiful and up. And it's really truthful. It's aligned with truth. This whole thing right here is a big download for me right now and today. Hopefully a lot of you guys are getting that too. That when you unattach from the story, the expectations, the attachment, and the drama, literally somebody can show up in your life and you can just open your arms and say, I surrender to this. Thank you for having this person show up in my life. What is it that I need to see in this situation? What is it, I get to do? So really to look at them and just allow that whole thing to unfold. Because you and I both have had just synchronistically people showing up, and when they come in and there's a reason, but we get to get out of the way and get to not create a story around it and see what really transpires from it. I love that. I really do. And I've even with this karmic thing, I allowed myself to be sucked in, right? Because I hadn't had it happen in a while, and I get emotional. We get drawn back into our own, our old story, which is a teaching moment, but
yes,
so that's beautiful. I love that. Such truth.
And when you literally, I believe when you walk in your truth every day, however you want to look at your authentic self, your truth, whatever you want to call it,
all that.
You are creating an energy, and you are putting this out. You are putting this out into your world, and it's not just in your own space. I mean, energy flows everywhere. So you're putting it out everywhere, and when you make the decision to put out an energy that is loving and truthful and passionate and authentic, that will automatically come back to you in the people that are in your life. You're going to bring that back into you. And on the same train, for those who are struggling with maybe being in a negative space, remember that the energy that you are putting out there, what you put out there is what comes back to you. I mean, there's no denying it, whether you're scientific or not. The law of attraction says what you put out will come back to you. And so be aware of how are you showing up in your life, in this world? What are you creating in your life that you're setting out there to so many others? And you wonder why it's coming back to you in that way, why your life is the way it is, what's happening to you. If you're not happy with your life, think about how you're showing up in your life. And you can shift it. I just talked about this. Oh my gosh, I just talked about this on my Wednesday Night Live when I was talking about ways to shift your paradigm.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my God. Whoa.
Yeah.
Weird. What's happening?
You're getting some feedback over there.
Yeah, I'm going to turn down. I'll see if that helps.
Try to turn it down.
Yeah. So I love that because, again, we're like a magnet. That was the picture that came to me. We literally are magnets, right? And it's so funny because you just said shift your paradigm, and that's actually my new course that I'm going into, my awareness course. We're so aligned. It's crazy. But, and also I just wanted to bring up the gratitude piece because I've been really promoting that, teaching it, doing it myself. And my joy-o-meter, I call it, is off the chart. You too is off the charts.
I call it my love tank.
Oh, I love that love tank joy meter. I love that. Yeah, exactly. But isn't it true? Okay, so, and I want us to just really keep sharing this because a lot of people don't get it. I don't know about you, Joe, but when I started doing the gratitude thing, I'm like, oh, BS, right? What am I grateful? I'm grateful for, oh, yeah, I don't know, right? And so I just forced myself to lay there in bed like in the morning and go, okay, I got a roof over my head. I'm breathing. My lungs are working. My heart's working. I get up. I have coffee. So I literally started with no feeling around it, right? A lot of people start it and they don't feel it. They don't believe it. But again, it's this discipline, this practice of showing up and doing it consistently to now where you get to the point where we are, and we've been doing it for a while, where like the feelings of joy will pop in and it's off the charts.
Right.
Because it's momentum that's been built up and we've been doing it for a long time. So I want people to get that are watching. It's not instantaneous, but if you never start practicing it and you don't do it, you're not going to get to it.
Exactly. And, literally when I started doing this, when I really started practicing gratitude, I invested in a set of mala beads, which are, for anybody who doesn't know what they are, they are meant they're a meditation tool.
Yeah.
So, and there's 108 beads on a typical mala bead, necklace. And so what I started doing, and I actually learned this from Drew Canoli, is literally rolling each bead in between your fingers and finding something that you're grateful for each bead. So think about that. 108 things in your life to be grateful for.
But there are like a billion
now. Just as like,
I know. It's so funny because when you get started, you can't stop. And remember, I told you. Did I tell you this the other day? I can't remember because I've talked to so many people. But I was in the pool the other day. No, I didn't tell you this. I was in the pool the other day. It was really hot. I was just hitting a wall. I was sick of working. I'm on deadline. I'm still on deadline because like I'm a procrastinator, and it's just I have to work through that. I get to work through that. But I went out in the pool. And I had one of those moments, those not even a moment, it was like a long period of time where I just had this joy that was welling up within me. And I got in the pool and I remembered, I always wanted a pool of my own, and I'm out there by myself in this gorgeous pool with the mountains around me and, the chirping and my music playing. And I had this intense feeling come over me that if I died in that moment in that pool, there was nothing else that I needed, that my life was complete. And in that moment, I had everything I needed. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about, a house. It wasn't about things, physical things. It was literally about having everything within me that I need. And that's what that gratitude gets you to. It gets you to a place of divine love and divine joy where you're off the charts.
I agree.
Are we almost out of time? I forgot we're limited on our time, aren't we?
You know what? We still have time.
Oh, do we have time? Really? Wow. Yeah, but I just, and this is coming from somebody, right, who spent 50 years, really. I mean, even when I was a kid, I was never normal. But I mean, I spent a good part of my life depressed, anxious, not being happy about anything, thinking life sucked. I mean, so heavy and so dark. This is coming from somebody who spent most of their life that way, being that. And that's not who I am being anymore. So you can get from that to joy. You can.
You can, and literally, I think about that every day. And I remember when my dad passed when I was 19, and I remember being at his funeral, and it was just kind of very detached from that. And I thought, okay, wow, my dad was 40 years old.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I thought in that moment, I'm going to honor his life. By making sure that I leave this planet with no regrets. And what I found difficult in that space was that I really didn't know what that meant. I committed to it, but I didn't know what it meant. And so now, as I get into this space and where I'm at in my life, I know what that means. And so I spend every day thinking, if today were my last day, would I be leaving this space with no regrets? And that's how I live each day. And so I love hard. I'm passionate. I go deep. I stand in my power. I'm learning to own my voice and really show up show up for myself first and everyone else, because when I show up for me, then I'm there for everybody else.
Absolutely.
Loving everything. I mean, literally, I will tell you, every day I walk out my front door, I'm like, I love my life. I love my life. And even when I first moved here and I was in my apartment in Tierra Santa, I would still walk out my front door and say, oh my gosh, I am blessed. I live here. I love my life. I mean, I have ups and downs.
We all do.
Don't anybody think that my life is perfect. I'm not saying that at all. At all. I have good days, bad days, all of that. But each day is a gift, and I get to embrace that day for exactly what it brings to me, because there's lessons in every single day. There's lessons in everything I do, and I get to embrace that. We all do. And when you start to shift that thinking and shift that paradigm in your life, suddenly you're present. You're fully present in this moment here right now. And what happens, here's the exciting thing. You know, we tell doctors tell us, cut your stress out. We go to programs, we buy books, we listen to tapes, all of this stuff on how to get rid of our stress and have a less stressful life, all of this stuff. And it's as simple as making a choice to be fully present in the moment, and suddenly it all falls away.
I love that. That's so true.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing too, present moment awareness. Because, pardon me, I keep saying, and I people are like, oh, you're so morose. No, I'm not. I'm truthful. Like, we're given this moment. We're not guaranteed that 5 minutes from now we're going to be alive. So this very moment that you and I are together again, we said this last time, is such a gift, and it's such a treasure. And I treasure our time together, our connection. I treasure all the people who are on here watching. And really, truly, when you get into that space, like you know this, Jill, and this is what we're talking about right now, is that when you become grateful for what you have now, right? A lot of people are in a space where I don't have the house I want. I don't have the money I want. But you know what? When you're grateful for every single thing you have right in this present moment, more comes to you to be grateful for. And that's where that joy starts coming through. And when you raise your vibrations to the vibrations of love, trust me, whatever it is that you want, right? Like me, you know, I got the room, the pool, the office, you know, I just got it. I wasn't even thinking about it consciously because I had wanted it for a long time. It'll come to you when you hit those vibes. And I love that. Present moment awareness is so key. You know, it's interesting. You're talking about your dad, and I felt your dad's presence around you. And the weird thing is that last night, my dad came through on my way home from LA last night with a song that we had played for his funeral. And I started to cry, and I haven't heard from my dad in a really long time. I think your dad and my dad are in cahoots. That's what I'm thinking.
That would not surprise.
Not kidding. Yeah, I think so. I love that. Watching their daughters do the thing, you know, I love that. So yeah, and when you're like this too, right? You get to tune in. You and I were talking about how our intuition is off the charts. If you guys want to really tap into what's going on in your life, raise your vibrations. Start tuning into the present moment. Start feeling into your body. Start feeling into what things are saying to you. And that's where the joy, you know, you and I just, intuition off the charts is an incredible way to live.
It's true. And it's really about, and I talked about this earlier, it's about really taking care of you. If you do not take care of you and the vessel that you are in, then you can't be there for anybody else, including yourself.
Right, it's true.
Including yourself. So if you are not taking care of you, and there's going to be a day here, whatever, where something may come in. But if consistently you are not taking care of you and your vessel, that's when things, you know, just start to go down the tubes. And it's funny because I'm reading this book right now on nutrition for intuition, and it's really talks about, you know, when you're feeding your body poorly and loading it with sugar and alcohol and processed foods and whatnot, you can't be clear on anything.
No, that's true. That's so true.
When you start to put foods that have higher vibrations, so fruits, vegetables, you know, lean, clean proteins, healthy fats into your body, you're going to raise the vibration of your body, and things are just going to start to occur in your life. Yes, you're going to, you know, the waist is going to start to trim down, and you're going to have more energy, and you're going to feel better, but you're also going to attract so much more into your life because you're taking care of you and the vessel that you're in. It's true.
Yeah. No, I was looking at Michael. He was saying we were beautiful or something. I don't know. Thank you. I only see them when they pop up. Thank you. You beautiful beings on this call for your energy and your love and support. We appreciate you so much. It's just beautiful. Thank you. Another treasure, right?
Absolutely. I fully understand.
Human connection. Yeah. No, I love that, Jill. I'll have to get into that more, but I've been doing that too. Like I have my green shakes in the morning and it's just live super greens, with some protein powder and some berries and some water and some, it's like it, and it's crazy when you start to do that. You may not see the instantaneous results on your figure. You've got to move around a little bit or whatever, but you feel the energy. You feel less tired. You need less sleep. You are, again, like you said, intuitively able to connect because you're not cloudy or fuzzy. You don't need a nap all the time because life is happening and you're in it, right? So yeah, there's so many aspects of it. It's amazing. I love that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I really want to, first of all, acknowledge everybody who's come and tuned in today because we love you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I wish we could have all of you here so we could have a chat together face to face. But this is the space we get to have right now and do this. And Lisa and I are committed going forward to be here every Friday morning because we definitely want to have these chats with you. And so if there's things that you want us to talk into, speak into, topics that you want us to talk about, we're ready. We're going to get you here and real and raw with us because we want to speak the truth and
yes,
really help you to get into your place in your life and whatever that takes. So. Yeah.
I do want to speak into next Friday though, because I don't want people to think that I'm bagging on my commitment. But next Thursday, I'm flying to San Antonio, and next Friday I'll be in a mastermind from early in the morning till late in the evening until I come back at night. So I think Jill will have some wonderful, juicy plan for you next week. For somebody to take my place, and then I'll be back the following Friday. So yeah.
Magical guest on.
Oh, I love that. Wonder who it is.
I have a magical guest on next Friday.
Awesome.
That we're consistent and we're here every Friday at 9:30. But it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I know you're going to have a great experience with your mastermind, Lisa. And
thank you. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't normally do that, but that was something that God called me to, and so it's the next step in my business, and I'm doing it. Yeah, I go where we work exactly same. We walk the same path, and I love this so much. And this is what I want to tell people too. Sorry, I get all tongue-tied there because I get all excited. I get so emotional when I talk about this. Remember I told you my daughter, she said, Mom, you're a gypsy, because I get called to go places and I beat myself up. It's like, I'm always moving around. But we go where we're called. We go where we're called because we are ambassadors of love and truth and divine light. We're light workers. We work for spirit. And you have to be flexible to go. And it doesn't mean always physically moving around. I've done that a lot. People can't keep track of me, right? But we go where we're called, and that means in every respect. And that's what you want to do. If you truly want to be on that journey and take that ride, some people are afraid to do that, right, Jill? Because sometimes, I remember way back when people said, oh, if you're going to sign up to do that, things are going to happen for you. And it is scary. It's like, but people always put a negative spin on it. It's so freaking beautiful. It's so freaking amazing.
Right. I think when you decide to surrender,
yes.
Here's the thing, whatever your divine person is, God, universe,
right.
It is. I believe that we each have a predetermined path that we are supposed to take, and some of us it takes us longer to get there.
Are you talking about me? You're talking about me, the only.
No, I think this is why we resonate so well. Sometimes it takes us a little longer to figure out what that path is. But literally, when you make a conscious decision to surrender and trust that there is something out there divinely, God, whatever you want to choose, and this is why I say I don't speak into one thing because I know everybody has their own belief.
Right.
When you choose to surrender to that and say, I know you have my back. I know you have a plan laid out for me. I trust you. I trust myself. Just put me on the path and show me where to go. And when you surrender to that and you say, I'm ready, I'm here. I'm ready to be of service.
Yeah.
Just the next things just keep coming to you. And without giving details, I was having a conversation with someone last night, and she said, I have this opportunity how, what do you think? You're going to be fully supported. And I said, you know what? I know everything comes to me for a reason. Right. And when I feel that strongly about it, that I get to be there to make a difference in someone's life and in multiple people's lives, then I get to go with that. And there's never this conversation in my mind about, my gosh, how am I going to work this into my schedule? I'm already doing this, and this. And no, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm trusting, and I will figure this out, and this will happen, and it's going to be beautiful and amazing. It's going to be growth for me. It's going to be me providing growth for others. And I get to do this, and I just trust, and somehow things just start to happen, and it magically comes into place, and it brings abundance into my life in ways that I never ever imagined.
Yeah, and the word that comes forward is, again, the synchronicity. Like, literally, it is magic, Jill, and I love that you bring that up, because a lot of people go, magic. It is magic. Like, you get to the point where you're so immersed in this, like you and I'm getting chills.
I am.
You too? I know, right? But it's like it's like you have the key to the magic box. Like, when The Secret came out, I hated at the end, they were talking about, like, if you want $10 million, talk to the genie in the sky. And that always really ticked me off, because it was like, well, it's not really a genie in the sky, and it's not just like a given, right? You got to do the work. But when you start lining up and doing the right thing and showing up and surrendering, and you're in that vibration, like we were talking about, this whole thing that we've been talking about, it literally is like it really is the magic pill. You're the magic pill, right? And when you align with that, I know I'm getting buzzing, so I know. Everything just opens up and everything lines up. It's miraculous. Even like I told you about, I know you've had one experience after another, your house, all these things that are happening in your life, these opportunities, me coming to this house on the mountain, having no idea, right? And I get a room, the office I've always wanted, the pool, the 40 days in the desert experience, layers removed, going deeper. I get to be here with you. Guys, it sounds like BS, but coming from people, Jill and I, who took forever to do this, it's really true. It's so true. It's worth jumping into it. And we can help you if you need support, because it's true. It takes a while, but you start doing the work and your life will become a magic and miraculous thing.
Yeah. And I'm going to speak into this.
Stop crying. See, I'm stopping. No, you can. I love that. I love you so much.
It was just a moment. I'm going to speak into this.
And it's all good. And I
know she's sitting behind me, but I have watched my daughter, I've told this story before, last September, we weren't even speaking. And I just had faith that if I kept connecting, she would come around.
Yeah.
And so she's been here now about almost 2 months. And literally she landed here on a Wednesday and started ALA on a Friday. And I get this beautiful privilege of watching her go through her transformation.
And I know how profound it is, because we talked about it before it happened.
And so here's the thing. I am watching, Annalisa, is that one of our cars?
Oh, there's a horn going off or something.
Horn going off.
Must be an alarm, a signal.
But anyways, yes. So what's happening is I'm watching her life magically open up, and just amazing opportunities coming into her.
Such a sweet girl. I love it.
There you go. She's amazing. And she's just beautiful.
It's like her mama.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But watching opportunities and watching her open up and step into her authentic self and her peace and her life, it's so beautiful. And so You want to talk about truly a gift. That's the biggest gift as a mom that you can have, is watching your child blossom. And no, is it the path that she originally determined for herself that was what she wanted? No, but watching her be happy,
Yeah.
joyful, and alive and fruitful, it's, oh my gosh, it's beyond anything that I could ever describe. So here's the thing, and I've said this before as well. There was a point in time in my life where I decided to take a leap of faith, and I decided to jump, because I decided to stop the madness in my life, and I decided to put off a different energy than what I was doing. Leap of faith. And it always takes me back to, I believe it's Steve Harvey who talks about this, you know, you get to jump and trust and fall and bruise and but sooner or later, your chute will open and you will fly. You will fly. You will absolutely fly. And that feeling of trusting and knowing that you can fly is, it's no amount of money, no amount of things, no amount of anything can even describe the feeling of knowing that you have the ability to fly. And every person has this within them. But you get to start with trusting yourself.
And it all starts with a choice. I mean, life is, guys, Jill, truly, you guys, there's nothing that's going to fall in your lap that you think that's a magic pill, but life is bringing you things every day that are falling in your lap that you're not seeing because you're off thinking it's going to be easier, or, you know, you don't want to do the work or whatever it is. Look at what's coming to you right now, and then make a choice for your life, and you'll never regret it. I mean, your daughter, what's happening with my daughter who took MITT at their age, they're not going to have to go, they'll go through their lessons, but they're not going to have to go through what we went through for the period of time that we went through. They'll be able to make a greater difference in the world because they're already doing the work at a very young age. And that's incredible. Yeah. And they made a choice. They made a choice, and they're kids. They're young adults. I'll say that, right?
She'll always be my baby.
Yeah, I know. Ditto, right? But I mean, seriously, guys, I don't even know like how to express how that one choice, like the day I said, like with you, Jill, the day I said, I'm not, after the fire and the breast cancer and the toxic, I was just like, one day I was just like, I'm leaving. I don't have any money. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. I'm taking my kid. We're moving out. We're moving out of my brand new custom built home after the fire. All the stuff I ever wanted. I'm leaving it because guess what? I'm miserable and I know there's more for me, and I made a freaking choice to pack up my shit and go get an apartment and sing. And I was selling flood insurance and I was working at a public school. I did the work, and that led to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And was it easy? No, but it was so worthwhile.
Yes.
Make the choice for your life.
Choose life.
Choose life.
Choose life. Because as we've heard over and over for the last year, life is now. And I believe that with all of my being. Yeah. And so choose life.
Yeah. I do. You do too. I know.
So
I'm so blessed to be here with you and all of you. What an amazing morning.
Yes. So thank you. Honored. Oh, thank you. Well, Lisa, this is a privilege to do this with you anyways. Because
don't you make me cry again. Stop that. Let's get back into the leather conversation and the Harley and the cowboy hat and the cowboy boots and the line dance.
I know. We get to plan that. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning and coming to join us and supporting us in this. And please, if anything resonated in this for you, share it out, because this is how Lisa and I are each growing our tribes individually, but we're also trying to grow our tribe together. And so we hope that you'll share this out, come back and join us every Friday, and tell your friends about this. If something is feeling like, oh my gosh, I needed this today, then share this with somebody else who you think might need this, because you never know whose life you're going to change just by taking a moment to say, hey, I think there's something here that you might be able to use today.
Thank you, Tamara. Thank you. Everybody who's been here, thank you. You're just beautiful. You're a blessing. I feel your energy. Jill and I both feel it. It's so loving and so supportive. And we send that right back to you guys. And we hope that you have an incredible, love-filled, joy-filled day of gratitude and incredible lessons and opportunities. And thanks, Michael, so much for all the support. We appreciate that. Love you guys so much.
I love you guys.
It's an honor. Hey, Jenna. Love you.
Jenna!
It started all this stuff anyway.
And I literally, at this moment, I want to take a quick 2 seconds to give a shout out to Jenna Phillips Ballard, because Jenna, you are part of the reason why Lisa and I are sitting here.
We love you so much.
We
don't no idea how much we love you, Jenna Phillips Ballard.
No, we love you, and thank you for being such an incredible light in our lives.
Yes.
You basically are the reason why we came together and connected.
Yeah. The love that comes off of that woman, I have never experienced anything like it before, and it's changed our hearts. It's opened our hearts. So thank you, Jenna. We love you so much, and we honor you and acknowledge you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
With that being said,
all right.
Up for today. I will be back.
She's crying. Yeah. Let's all do it together. Let's a clip.
Jenna Phillips Ballard, maybe I should have you on next Saturday.
Oh my God, we should have fun. Oh my God, we'll all be crying together or something like that.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to be back next week, Friday, with a special guest, Lisa.
Well, I'm in San Antonio doing my mastermind in my cowboy hat. Then I'll be back the week after.
We'll have a special. Yes, she just said yes, Jenna.
Woohoo!
On the calendar, 9:30.
When I'm here, though, I mean, we got into the girl thing. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Can't wait. I know that'll be so awesome. Oh my God.
Anyways, yes, I thank you all. Thank you, Lisa. What a beautiful experience. And Lisa, I love you, girl. You know,
I love you so much, more than
my soul
can. Yeah, my heart.
Yes. All right, guys. We're going to sign off for today. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Share this out to help us grow the Jill and Lisa. We're going to have our own TV show.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my God. It's going to be a gigantic love fest.
You get a car. You get a car. Oprah's going to come on our show.
Oh, let's do it. Oh my God, would that be amazing?
That's my dream. I'm going to be interviewed by Oprah, and Oprah's going to come on our show. So.
Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
We're coming for you, girl.
Just wait. It's happening now. Synchronistically, you just watch. Yes. Oh my God.
Just put it out there. So, all right.
All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Love you, Jill.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.